What's up? Welcome back to another video. I'm Bandit Barney, bringing you everything RDR2 online throughout the week. Today we're talking about why is it failing? What's wrong with RDR2 online? The issues, the main overarching problem, how it can be fixed, and where we should go in the future with this game. As we go along in the video, I want to know your comments and feedback. If you have some issues that I don't point out, or you have some solutions that I don't think of, let us know. Guys, thank you so much for the recent support on the channel. It means a lot. We just started gaining a lot of traction recently. Can't say enough how much it means to us, me and my brother who run the channel. Thank you. Let's dive in though to the overarching issue here with RDR2 online, and that is a lack of player-to-player interaction, or beneficial player-to-player interaction, I should say. If we look at nowadays, most big name game developers create online multiplayer games. I said most, there are some exceptions. And with these games, with shooters, you have players playing against each other, right? And this works so well because me as a player is basically gonna go in and create, I don't want to say code, but I create so many options when I play against other players every single game. A game like Fortnite, I'm going to go in and play against other players, and every single time I jump in, it's different because I'm playing other people. It's not coded NPCs. Now, some online games, like let's say World of Warcraft, have those coded NPCs, but they're in the form of boss fights. And you group up with other players and you get your interaction with them that way. These are PvE games and PvP games. These two, let's say, styles of games are the most common massive online games. Now, RDR2 online obviously aims to hit that mark, but they're missing really badly right now. And it's because the player-to-player interaction is not beneficial inside RDR2 online. Now, I have 3 key points I want to dive into and a solution for each of those. So let's get to the first one. Posses don't have enough activities. As a posse in game, it's fun to play with other players. It really is. But in RDR2 online right now, you get as a posse and really like the activity is griefing or joining a posse to defend yourself from griefers, a fear-based aspect to the game. Or you can do, yes, stranger missions, but okay, cool. Those will get boring really quick. What else is there to do as a posse? Well, you could group up and do matchmaking, and that is there, although in a limited form. Is there anything else to do as a posse? Well, we could go hunting, but that doesn't really work. So grouping up as a posse just doesn't have enough activities to make it that worthwhile thing. Like we talked about World of Warcraft having a boss fight, or GTA 5 with the bank heists. Bank heists are something we should see in RDR2 very soon. And I think it will be here. We said in the last update, Rockstar talked about they are bringing content early 2019. I think one of those posse organized, group organized activities is something we will be seeing added to the game. Bank heists, wagons, things like this. Aspects of the game that are more fun done with other players. We get a wagon, well, yeah, I want to ride with the homies. We want to roll through town, be the big dogs. We need more of those interactive aspects to the game to get us there. So the solution for this is, I think, something Rockstar's already on the path to getting, which is just bringing us more of that online content in early 2019, heists, bank robberies, challenging activities for us to accomplish as groups. Let me know if you have anything else to help with that side of things. But let's jump into our second point. And we are here once again talking about matchmaking being crap. Matchmaking is just booty. It's just booty. The matchmaking in this game is not great. Now, I will say this. I am a little bit biased going into this point because I'm just not good at the player against player fighting, player v player fighting in this game. I'm a PC mouse and keyboard guy, and when it comes to using the controller, I'm just not as quick as I used to be, or as the guys are nowadays that have mainly been playing console games. So I'm a little bit biased there. But the matchmaking itself, the organizing of putting players into lobbies against each other is pretty poor. We have 3 options: Showdown Series 16, Showdown Series 32, and Race. Showdown Series 16, you load in. I mean, it doesn't matter, both of them. You load in. There's a possibility you might load into a battle royale round, and you just end up waiting 6 minutes, 5 minutes for the game to end. You might load into a free-for-all where you get added in, and you start in a losing spot, right? You don't start on even ground with the other players, and frankly, that's pretty much what's going to happen every time. You rarely get loaded in to a lobby waiting to play. That's the rare side of things. Now, let's say you do get loaded into a free-for-all, so you're not stuck waiting for 6 minutes to play. Great, you're going to lose that round, probably earn about $4, which is like 5% or, I mean, 10% or 20% of what first place is going to earn that time. And when you get to your next match, it might be a battle royale, or it might be one of these game modes that you don't want to play because there's no way to specify which game mode you want to be in, which I think is a huge error and something we need soon to the game for a player like me who's not very good at fighting other console peeps. Then give me the ability to keep picking game modes where I'm on a team and I'm not doing free-for-all. Now, I know Rockstar doesn't make the shooting player versus player thing the huge focus of their games. It wasn't in GTA 5, and it's, I mean, it depends on how you look at it, but there's so much to do outside of that. Unlike a game like Fortnite where that is the focus, there's so much to do outside of that. But just make the matchmaking a little bit better. And I think that's the solution here. We just need to add a way for us to pick what matches we want to play, which ones we don't. There's got to be enough players at this point that, come on, man, like we should be able to not play these battle royale modes. I don't really like those ones. And the free-for-all modes, I get wrecked. I get wrecked. Outside of just getting wrecked, I don't want to have to watch other people play game modes just so I can load into something I don't want to play. And I want to have the ability to get into those fun game modes that I enjoy more often. And races, give us a quicker spawn time. When you get killed in a race, it's basically over. So let's get a quicker spawn time. As soon as you die, you're like, okay, well, I can't get first place, so I'm playing for second. And in the words of Ricky Bobby, if you're not first, you're last. So why are you even playing now? Give us a quicker spawn time in races when we get killed. And let's jump into our third point on that note. This is probably the biggest thing and issue I have with the game right now. Everything beneficial towards endgame, earning money and gaining experience, is done more effectively playing by yourself. You will get towards the end game and accomplish more in the game, right? The incentives, where you want to go, what you want to earn. You will do that quicker if you do it alone. What the fuck? Why? What? That's so backwards from how things should be. You should, the game should promote you to be playing with each other. That's where the fun is. That is what makes online video games so fun, because you're playing with other people. But everything in RDR2 Online is done more effectively. Not everything, most things. Sure, you can do some stranger jobs faster, but they're not going to earn you the most money. Earning the most money, you do this fishing exploit with a deer body, and that's done better alone. In fact, you can't really do it with other players. Earning XP, the best way is by getting cops in an endless loop to climb a ladder or to find you behind a building, and that's done better alone. So the two parts of the game where you want to move forward and earn more, get towards end game, whatever that may be, you do it better alone. It's just so backwards from where we should be. Doing things with other players should be beneficial. Promoting playing with other people. Inversely, what this has done is that now, let's say you're riding along and you ride past another player. More so than ever, you're worried, is that player going to grief me? Am I going to lose my pelts? Am I going to lose my fish? You're so worried about what could negatively happen with that experience, rather than thinking about, oh, there's another player there, I'm here. All right, let's what kind of mischief can me and him get into? You know, rather than promoting a positive experience every time that happens in game, you're promoting a negative experience because it's not beneficial to be playing with other people necessarily. Sure, it can be fun, but if we're talking money and experience-wise and earning in-game incentives, it doesn't help you. Playing by yourself is the way to go. So what are some solutions for this? Well, I really want to hear your guys' take on that, because me and my brother Keith were thinking about this, and we thought about it quite a bit. We came up with a few ideas, but then as we thought a little bit deeper, for example, one of our ideas was, well, let's add playing poker. That way we have a way of interacting with other players. And I thought it was good at first, but then I thought, wait, playing poker, that'll never be in the game. It'll never be in online, because it would just be a way that people could start trading money in-game for real-life currency. You could just party up with the person that you bought money from, go to a poker table, they make a ton of bets, and then fold their hand. And you would essentially be able to pay for in-game money, shortcutting the Rockstar microtransaction store. This Rockstar would never allow. And if poker ever came to the game, it would be in such a small amount of bets that it wouldn't even be fun to play, because the fun in poker is the gambling side and the risk of it, and it wouldn't be enjoyable if all you could bet was 25 cents or 50 cents, whatever that would be. So we thought that can't happen. Well, another idea we had is, what about gang hideouts? There are these random events that happen around the land when you're free roaming. What if there was an incentive to make those more fun to do with other players? Maybe there's a time limit. So the faster you complete the gang hideout, the more rewards you get. As of right now, gang hideouts are there's almost no reward to them. They're just not rewarding at all. I've heard people of getting treasure maps. I've never gotten a treasure map from a gang hideout. In the future, we're gonna do a video where we test this method of gang hideouts and treasure map hunting. But I have not gotten a treasure map. I've probably fought 10 gang hideouts. You get like 7 cents off bodies. It's not rewarding right now. What if we would change that rewarding system so that now, when you went in and you fought a gang hideout, if you did it faster, you'd earn more. If you played with other players and accomplished this task quicker, you would earn more. And also, let's change the base payout and make it also profitable for someone solo to do it. The goal of player-to-player interaction isn't creating a game where only people who are willing to play with other players can play this. It's about creating a game where you bridge the gap from jumping on this online to playing with other people, and you bridge that gap and allow your player base to get there easier, so that people that normally would have just jumped on and played by themselves now find enjoyment out of playing with other people. We need to bridge that gap more. Let us know in the comments down below what you think could be done in some of these solutions. We know Rockstar is going to give us an early 2019 update, but in my opinion, the game right now is failing because the player-to-player interaction isn't sufficient enough, and it doesn't promote positive enjoyment. Most of the player-to-player interaction is fear-based or getting griefed, etc. Posses just aren't profitable enough. Thank you guys so much for the support. We really, really appreciate it. I mean, I say it now at the end of every video, but I mean, that's just how much it means. It's so awesome to see you guys subscribing, and I think we went from like 200 to 300 subscribers yesterday. It really just means so much, guys, the support you're showing. Thank you. We appreciate you. Take care. Hope to see you in the next video. And yeah, see you later.